Today on VLAMP, we're sharing with you 10 different items you can purchase for under $15 for your filmmaking friends this Christmas. Welcome everyone to VLAMP, Video, Lighting, Audio, Music, and Photography How-To Show. I'm of course your host, Matt Haslam, and today we're sharing with you 10 different items you can buy this Christmas for your filmmaker friends under $15 a piece. Now before we get started, I just have a little disclaimer to make, and that is that all of the products you're about to see featured in today's episode have not sponsored this episode in any way. They have not given me their products to review during this episode, and so on. All the products you're about to see I have either bought with my personal money, company funds, or they have been given to me by my family members and friends last Christmas, so I know for a fact they'll make great Christmas gifts for your friends too. So all that said, let's get started. Number one on our list is the Sheffield Multitool and Knife Set from Walmart. I know you're saying Walmart sucks, but not in this instance. This is actually a good product that you can buy from Walmart for just $10. It goes on your belt and with this little belt pack, and it opens up to have a multi-tool and a utility knife right there. Now, you should be warned, this is really, really sharp, so it can cut through a lot of stuff on set. But I have used this multi-tool on so many things, literally setting up the set for today's episode. I used it about 5 times on set, so I know for a fact it is a great tool to have on you everywhere you go. I always keep this on me, whatever set I'm on, and it helps so much just to have this and save me a lot of time running back and forth between production trucks. I can just have tools right on me. So for $10, it's a great, great buy. Next up on our list are these USB battery packs from Amazon. These come in at just $13.99 a piece, which is incredibly cheap considering they are 10,000 milliamps of power each, which means you can plug a DSLR, a Zoom H4n, or whatever audio recorder you have into it, and they will last about 5 hours each. So I have a ton of these things, delivering power to all of my cameras, including GoPros and so on. They are so useful and so small and lightweight, I can attach them to literally anything. I also added some Velcro on both sides, that way I can stick them together, put them on the back of my handheld rig to deliver some counterbalance weight to my DSLR, but also have battery power so I can last all day. Literally one of these things with a DSLR and a Zoom H4n connected to it lasts about 5 hours, and that's just one of them. So I know for a fact they last a very long time and are incredibly useful and incredibly cost efficient. Now I know what you're saying to yourself, Matt, now that I have the USB battery pack, I don't know how to connect my camera or my audio recorder into the battery pack because it's USB battery packed. So all you have to do is search on Amazon for whatever camera you have or whatever audio recorder you have, and you'll come up with results like these. If you have the Zoom H4n, you can come up with something like this, which is a USB to Zoom H4n adapter coming in at just $5.98 for a set of 2 of them, which means they're about $3 a piece. For a Canon T5i adapter to USB, they come in at just $12.88 for one adapter. So a little bit more expensive for the camera adapter, but it's a little more specialized than your Zoom H4n adapter. Just make sure the battery pack you purchase and the cables and your camera are all compatible with each other. Next up on our list is something incredibly useful to almost every production you'll work on. It's AA batteries, which are rechargeable from Energizer. This comes in at just $9.59 for the rechargeable pack here, which recharges your batteries, and 4 AA batteries. You can also get these in 9-volt, AAA, and so on. All sorts of different batteries, but what I always use is AA batteries for all my microphones and so on, so I got this pack. I actually got 2 of them, and I haven't replaced it in over 2 years now. So these are incredibly useful, and they last a really long time. So rather than spending a ton of money every single week on brand new batteries, get yourself some rechargeable ones, and your wallet will thank you. Next up on our list is something pretty stupid, but incredibly useful. It's a flashlight. Now, I know what you're saying, Matt, this doesn't deserve to be on a list of different items you can buy for under $15, but these flashlights come in at just $2.99 for a pack of 2 of them, so about $1.50 a piece. They can take your rechargeable batteries, but they're incredibly useful because think about the production world. You might set up during the day, but 99% of the events you'll be a part of will be setting down in the middle of the night. And so having light on set definitely helps you get around, not trip on cables, and so on. These are so useful, and I always keep one on my belt at all times on a production. Next up on our list is Pro Gaff Tape. Now, I know what you're saying. Gaff tape is about $20 per roll, and if you buy it in bulk, it's about $15 per roll. But I'm just not there yet. I don't need 100 rolls of this stuff, Matt. So, yeah, I know it's a little bit above the $15 mark of this video, but it's something that every production person needs. No matter what they're a part of, they need gaff tape. It is incredibly useful, does not leave any residue on the floor, and comes in at just $15.95 per roll if you get the Impact version, which is the B&H Photo Video brand Impact. If you get Pro Gaff Tape like this, it's about $19.95 per roll, but still very worthwhile. I love this stuff and use it all the time. So if you have a little more budget on your Christmas list this year, get your production loved one a roll of gaff tape, and they will thank you up and down. Next up on our list is something you're going to call stupid at first, but every production person in the world would love to get this as a Christmas gift because they are incredibly useful. These are Sharpie silver markers, and I know what you're saying. Why can't you just buy a pack of regular black markers, Matt? Well, remember how we use black gaff tape for a majority of things in the production world? Well, you can't write black on black and have it show up well, so you need silver or white markers to use on black gaff tape. Now, I know there's white gaff tape available out there, but when you're in the production world, it's a whole lot better to use black. That way it hides a majority of whatever you're trying to hide. If you're trying to tape down a cable, it's a lot better to have black gaff tape than white gaff tape there. So having silver markers is a must. These come in at just $8.70 for a pack of 12 of them from Amazon. Literally, I use these on every production I'm on and cannot get enough of them. So please purchase these for your loved ones and they'll love you back. Next up on our list is the A-Clamp, or I call them the Alligator Clamp because that little cool sound they make. But they're incredibly useful for just about everything you can think of on set, whether it's putting a bounce card on a C-stand, making sure a curtain stays on a backdrop stand, or maybe a shirt is too large for an actor, so it's making sure it's tight in the back. Whatever it happens to be, these are incredibly useful on set for everything you can think of. And they come in at just $1.99 a piece. So for $15, you can buy 7 of them and still have $1 left over. So buy a lot of these. Seriously, you'll go through a lot of them on set, and so you can never have enough. Now, just in case an A-clamp isn't big enough for whatever your loved one is doing in the production world, buy them a couple of these bar clamps. They are incredibly useful for just about everything else on set that an A-clamp can't do. They come in at just $3.99 a piece, so again, very cheap to purchase, but very worthwhile and very good quality. They can clamp onto just about everything you can think of and make sure everything is safe. Now, in last year's episode of these Christmas gifts you can purchase for your loved ones, we reviewed safety cables, which you should also purchase along with A-clamps and bar clamps. But like I said, it was in last year's episode, so we're not going to review it again in this year's episode. But these are incredibly useful, so you can buy a whole bunch of them for under $15. So that's it. That's our 10 items under $15 you can buy right now for your loved ones in the filmmaking industry. If you want any more information or to purchase any of the items we listed in today's video, please use the links in the description box below, which will also give us a little kickback to help us make this show possible. We also have another video coming out later this week for 5 more items you can purchase in the filmmaking industry for under $15 for Christmas this year. And also check out last year's video on 15 other items you can buy, including the safety cables we mentioned earlier. Thank you so much for joining us today here on VLAMP Video Lighting Audio, Music, and Photography How-To Show. I'm of course your host, Matt Haslam, and Merry Christmas everyone. Next up on our list are these battery packs from Amazon. They are 10... As I drop one.
We wish you